All right, we are here with Cannon School head coach Solomon Fleckman. Solomon, tell us a little bit about what you're up to these days.
Well, we're just gearing up for the beginning of the season and trying to recruit more kids from the hallways, get them out for wrestling, let them know what a great sport we have. We're also in the process of, I would call it the exploratory stages of a female wrestling program. We'll be having an interest meeting next week. And we'll be doing a promotional thing this week on Wednesday here on the quad. So we're doing lots of things. As you know, we've got our Sunday clinic series that we have for our kids and kids in the area who are interested. We've got some great people for that. As you know, we just had Mark Cody today. We'll have Rob Tate from Queens. We'll have Hall of Famer Carl Adams, who lives here locally in the Charlotte area. And we'll have Tom Erickson, and everybody's excited in this area in particular about Nate Carr Jr. being here. He's the new head coach at Davidson, which is about 9 miles away from here. So we're excited to host all those guys and bring them to the kids in this area. And hopefully with all that, we'll have things up and running soon. And the last little thing that we're doing is we're going to have a club here called Cannon Wrestling Club. It'll be every Tuesday and Thursday, 6:30 to 8:30ish. And it's going to be absolutely free. That's all you'll need is an AAU or USA card, and you'll be able to train here if that's what you want to do.
Okay. Where is the Cannon School located?
We are in Concord, North Carolina, right near the Charlotte Speedway, actually. So we're right outside the city limits of Charlotte. We are technically in Cabarrus County here, but it's on the borderline of Mecklenburg. And it's on Poplar Tent Road. We've got about a 100-acre campus. We're a K through 12 school, and we are trying to attract kids of every age and shape, size, and color, and gender, and whatever we can to wrestling right now. I've got a little kids program that we run every Monday after school called Beyond the Bell, and we're just trying to spread the word and have this be a place where everybody has wrestling as part of the culture and appreciates it for what it is.
Excuse me. What 2 more questions. What is you've been you went to Lehigh, you're AllAmerican Lehigh, you coached at Blair Academy, you've met a lot of people, you traveled. What is one of your favorite stories you like to tell about wrestling?
I don't know. That's a tough question for me. I don't know that I could just narrow it down to that. I guess when you put me on the spot, though, the one that pops into mind is, looking back at my career, I've been a very blessed person, and I've had 8-time world champion Sergei Beloglazov as a coach. I had Hall of Famer Thad Turner as a coach. I had Tom Hutchinson, who was, the USWF Coach of the Year as a coach. I've had lots of great people in my life nurturing me, and there was a guy in my high school. I had 2 great high school coaches. Toby McCormick was one, but another one that was very close and near and dear to me was Gary Fries. And he's a coach from upstate New York, and he coached me in Fort Myers, Florida when I was young. And I just remember one day when we were at a tournament, and I had basically spent the last 2 or 3 years like traveling around the state and the country with him and doing all this wrestling. And I don't know, I just looked at him one day and I go, Coach, why do you love this sport so much? And he just looked at me and he said, hey, you gotta love something. And that really stayed with me my whole life. And when I look at wrestling and all the great things that it does and all the great things that it has to offer, that's the one story that helps me, I think, just kind of keep things in perspective and appreciate what just a genuine, great human endeavor this sport is.
Okay. I want to kind of walk through your All-American year at Lehigh in 1992. You had some great guys, Laszlo Molar, Roy Hall, that you had to wrestle against.
Yeah.
Mark Ryland. Kind of what was like, match by match, kind of tell us about the emotions and kind of.
I'm probably like most old athletes, I think about all the negative things probably the most, and the mistakes that I made at that tournament. But yeah, it was, it was just a long journey that kind of came to a close, and in some ways, it was a little bit surreal, because I felt like some of what was happening there, despite years and years of training and preparation and all the things I had done to get ready for that moment. Sometimes as I look back on the tournament, it almost felt like an out-of-body experience that I was almost watching as much as I was participating in. Probably not the answer you thought you were going to get, but that's also, a reality that I never, anticipated facing as an athlete. Sometimes, things that are bigger than, your control, that do play a role in what happens in the tournament. And while I'm proud of the fact that I did manage to get a medal, and I was an All-American, and I had a couple of good matches that tournament, I think it was like a great event in terms of me just understanding kind of like the more macro picture of being an athlete and having like a career that spanned, several years at that point.
All right. Thank you for your time, and appreciate it, and good luck with the upcoming season.
Thanks so much.